All right, it is 10:20, and extended evening hours have been open since 9 p.m. We have made it from World Showcase around to the front of the park. Figment was not open. Living with the Land was not open. Frozen was. Folks, this is two very tired people rambling on and losing complete sight of the point of this video. What are extended evening hours? How do you take advantage of them? And are they worth your time? So let's start from the beginning. Before we jump into our experience, let's talk about what extended evening hours actually are. Disney's extended evening hours are a benefit available to all guests staying at deluxe resorts and Disney Vacation Club villas. On select nights in select parks, eligible guests can remain in the park for an additional 2 hours after regular park closing. Unlike early entry, which is available to all Disney Resort guests and select Good Neighbor hotels, extended evening hours are limited to a much smaller group of guests. That means lower crowds, shorter wait times, and a very different park experience.
And that's really the key here. When we were filming this video, we found ourselves spending way too much time talking about what wasn't open. Figment wasn't open, Connections Cafe was closed, some attractions and dining locations weren't available. But that's missing the point entirely. Nobody is booking a Disney Deluxe Resort because they desperately need to ride Figment at 11:30 at night. The reason people show up for extended evening hours is for the rides that are the heavy hitters.
During our extended evening hours visits, attractions like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Test Track, Frozen Ever After, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, TRON Lightcycle Run, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Space Mountain, and many others were operating. Lightning lanes are not offered during extended evening hours because they're simply not needed. The guest count is dramatically lower than what you'll experience during park hours.
And the difference is notable. These attractions weren't walk-ons, but the wait times were far more manageable than what we saw earlier in the day. At EPCOT, Guardians was posted around a 75-minute wait during regular operating hours. During extended evening hours, that dropped to about 25 minutes. That is a huge difference.
One of the biggest advantages isn't even the wait times, it's the environment. You're not standing in the Florida sun, you're not dealing with the afternoon heat, you're not fighting the peak crowds that fill the parks during the middle of the day, especially during the spring and summer months. Touring at night can be significantly more comfortable.
Magic Kingdom was probably the biggest surprise for us. At times, it felt like we had entire sections of the park almost to ourselves. Frontierland felt like a ghost town, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Not every attraction is going to be open every night. When we visited, Tiana's Bayou Adventure was not operating during extended evening hours. But attraction availability changes, and currently attractions like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Peter Pan's Flight, and many others are part of the lineup.
If there's one planning tip we'd give, it's this. Don't spend your 2 hours focusing on attractions that rarely have long waits during regular park hours. This is your opportunity to prioritize the rides that normally eat up your day. Use extended evening hours for Guardians, use it for Tron, use it for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, use it for Frozen Ever After and Remy's. The attractions with consistent high wait times provide the biggest return on your investment of time.
Now, there are a couple things to keep in mind. This is Florida. Weather can be unpredictable, especially during the summer. Thunderstorms can impact operations, technical issues can happen, attractions can temporarily close. Because of that, we would never recommend relying entirely on extended evening hours to experience your must-do attractions. So, keep an eye on the weather, have a backup plan, and if something is a top priority for your vacation, don't wait until the last possible opportunity.
So are extended evening hours worth your time? Absolutely. If you're already staying at a deluxe resort or Disney Vacation Club villa and this benefit is available during your trip, we think it's one of the best perks Disney offers. You'll experience lower wait times, smaller crowds, cooler temperatures, shorter transportation lines, and opportunities to ride some of Disney's most popular attractions without purchasing Lightning Lane access. The trade-off is simple. You won't have every dining location available. Most entertainment offerings have ended. Festival booths at EPCOT won't be operating. Some attractions may be closed due to weather, maintenance, or operational decisions.
But if the choice is between riding Journey into Imagination with Figment or riding Frozen Ever After with a fraction of the daytime wait, we're picking Frozen every time.
Extended evening hours aren't about doing everything. They're about doing the things that are hardest to accomplish during a regular park day. And for us, that's what makes them one of the most valuable benefits available to Deluxe Resort and DVC guests.
So, what do you think? Have you taken advantage of extended evening hours? Let us know your favorite attraction and ride after dark in the comments below. If you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future Disney planning tips and park experiences from Casey's Corner Views.
See you in the parks.